हेलो स्टूडेंट्स। आज हमारा जो टॉपिक है वो है स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट मेजर ऑफ dispersion widely used in statistical analysis and empirical studies. Dispersion को मेजर करने के लिए स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन इज एन authenticate method or authenticate scientific method. So we can say that standard deviation is a scientific method of dispersion. So it is a scientific and authenticate method of dispersion. It is widely used in statistics or statistical analysis or empirical studies in researches. It was first used by Carl Pearson. Carl Pearson was a statistician. He firstly used this method to measure the dispersion in a series, how much data are dispersed or varies from each other, what is the variability of the data in a statistical series. So Carl Pearson has used this method. It is also called root mean square deviation. Also called, its next name is root mean square deviation. So we can call it standard deviation or we can call it root mean square deviation. It is denoted. It is denoted by. It is denoted by sigma. Sigma is a Greek word, a word taken from the Greek language. It is denoted by sigma. The sign of the sigma is this. So sigma is a Greek word, a word from Greek language. Thus, what is standard deviation? It is square root of arithmetic mean. It is square root of arithmetic mean of squares of deviations of all items from their arithmetic mean. That means we first, what is the meaning of this definition? It shows that it is square root. It is root of something. What is that thing? It is root of square root of something. Square root of something. It is basically the square root of deviations. It is basically square root of deviations. It is basically square root of deviations. Squares of deviations of all items from their mean value. So first of all, we draw out here arithmetic mean x bar. We calculate first of all x bar in a series. Then from this x bar, we calculate deviations. Then those deviations are squared. Then that becomes the that is the square of deviations. That square of deviations is summed up and we draw out its square root. That becomes the standard deviation. So first of all, पहले हम मीन वैल्यू निकालते हैं, फिर मीन वैल्यू से सीरीज में हम डिविएशन निकालते हैं. डिविएशन बराबर होती है x माइनस एक्स पावर. फिर इस डिविएशन को हम स्क्वायरिंग करते हैं, फिर उस स्क्वायरिंग को हम रूट लगाते हैं and we get the standard deviation. So when we go for numerical operations, when we measure the standard deviation from individual series or discrete series or continuous series, we will comprehend it, understand it properly, how it is mathematically operated. Thus, what is standard deviation? This is the simple definition of standard deviation. It is square root of arithmetic mean of squares of deviations of all items from their arithmetic mean or from their mean value. Standard deviation has two main features. So it has two important features. First of all, we have calculated the mean deviation. In mean deviation, we ignored the plus and minus signs. That was a defect, or we can say that was demerit of that very method of this mean deviation method. But here we do not ignore the plus minus signs. First, this feature of this main feature, important feature of the standard deviation is the value of deviations are taken from arithmetic mean. In the mean deviation, we were calculating deviations either from mean or from mode or from median or from median. But here only mean is required to calculate the deviations. Here all deviations are in all methods. Deviations from all methods are calculated from arithmetic mean. Median, mode, that is not required. Second feature, important feature is plus and minus signs of deviations taken from mean are not ignored. Here we do not ignore the plus and minus signs, but when we square it, those plus minus signs itself is decided and all signs becomes positive when they are squared. It is basically square root of deviations, which is called standard deviation. So why? The next question is, here the answer is very clear. The question is, why standard deviation is called standard deviation? We call standard deviation it because it is square root of deviations. When we under root our deviations, it becomes the standard deviation. It becomes the standard deviation. The simple answer to this question is, why standard deviation is called standard deviation? Because it is square root of deviations. It is square root of deviations. It is one of the absolute measure of dispersion. ये एक absolute measure है. We have two types of measures, absolute measures and relative measures. But so far standard deviation is concerned, it is absolute measure. It is absolute measure. Now students, hope that you have understood the meaning of standard deviation. Very simple. It is square root of arithmetic mean of squares of deviations of all items from their mean value. From their mean value given by Karl Marx. Given by Karl Marx and denoted by sigma. Very simple. Very simple. Now we will proceed the coefficient of standard deviation, because every method of dispersion has relative measure. One is absolute measure and another is relative measure. Every absolute measure has its own relative measure. For the standard deviation, the relative measure is coefficient of standard deviation. What is coefficient of standard deviation? Now we'll proceed the next topic. What is coefficient of standard deviation? Coefficient of standard deviation. Coefficient of standard deviation. Coefficient of standard deviation. It is a relative measure of dispersion. It is a relative measure of dispersion. It is a relative measure of dispersion. We have already discussed what is absolute measure and what is relative measure. Relative measure हमें जरूरत लगता है, जरूरत आता है जब हम दो चीजों को आपस में कंपेयर करते हैं. जब दो सीरीज को आपस में हम कंपेयर करते हैं तो उस वक्त हमें जरूरत आती है रिलेटिव मेजर की. एब्सोल्यूट मेजर इज कैलकुलेटेड इन टर्म्स ऑफ in its own terms, in its own values, but relative measure can be calculated in terms of percentage. It is generally used whenever variation in different series is compared. So, जो मैं already discuss करता था, it is used or it is generally used when dispersion of different series is compared, or when variation or dispersion of different series और कंपेयर. जब डिफरेंट सीरीज की डिस्पर्शन को हमें कंपेयर करना हो तो उस वक्त हम कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ स्टैंडर्ड डिविएशन इस्तेमाल करते हैं. कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ स्टैंडर्ड डिविएशन इज एस्टिमेटेड बाय, और इट इज estimated by dividing the value of standard deviation. हमारी standard deviation क्या आ गई? By the mean of the series. It is estimated by dividing the value of standard deviation by the mean of the series. Mean value of the series क्या है? Thus, हम ये कहेंगे दैट इज कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन, हमारा कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन बराबर होता है स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन डिवाइड बाय एक्स बार, और it is value of standard deviation divided by mean. जब हमने स्टैंडर्ड डिविएशन कैलकुलेट करते वक्त मीन वैल्यू निकाला, तो लास्ट पे स्टैंडर्ड डिविएशन क्या आ गया, जब स्टैंडर्ड डिविएशन का वैल्यू भी हमारे पास है, मीन वैल्यू भी हमारे पास है, तो हम कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ स्टैंडर्ड डिविएशन इजीली निकाल सकते हैं. सो this is all about the meaning of standard deviation and coefficient of standard deviation. थैंक यू वेरी मच. तो अब हम कैलकुलेट करेंगे नेक्स्ट पार्ट में हाउ टू कैलकुलेट स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन इन इंडिविजुअल सीरीज, इन डिस्क्रीट सीरीज एंड इन कंटिन्यूअस सीरीज. सो फॉर द इंडिविजुअल सीरीज वी हैव थ्री मेथड्स जो हमने डिस्कस किया भी है. फॉर इंडिविजुअल सीरीज, when we have individual series, हमें स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन कैलकुलेट करना है. we have three methods. One is direct method, another is shortcut method, third is step deviation method. इसी तरह डिस्क्रीट के लिए भी यही तीन मेथड्स है और कंटिन्यूअस सीरीज के लिए भी यही तीन मेथड्स है, बट formulas are different. For individual series, formulas are different, and for these formulas are same. For calculating standard deviation in discrete series and continuous series, for these three methods, the formulas are same for discrete and continuous series. So जब हम कैलकुलेशन पार्ट उठाएंगे तो उस पार्ट में हम डिस्कस करेंगे हर चीज. डायरेक्ट मेथड थ्रू इंडिविजुअल सीरीज में किस तरह स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन कैलकुलेट की जाती है, शॉर्टकट मेथड में और स्टेप डेविएशन में. इसी तरह डिस्क्रीट सीरीज फिर उठाएंगे, उसमें भी डायरेक्ट मेथड पढ़ेंगे, शॉर्टकट मेथड पढ़ेंगे, स्टेप डेविएशन मेथड पढ़ेंगे. कंटिन्यूअस सीरीज में भी डायरेक्ट मेथड, शॉर्टकट मेथड एंड दिस स्टेप डेविएशन मेथड. थैंक यू वेरी मच.